Today, it's the National Football League.
The left foot of Italian-born kicker Giorgio Tavecchio ready to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Tua going to throw. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
That's good. 4, 8.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From midfield, here's Tua. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Intercepted.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
Leadership skills apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college, where he was a 3-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there, and actually capped off his career with a big comeback in a bowl game before going off to the NFL.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And it's good to make it 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
Armadillos 7, Blues 0. Giorgio Tavecchio.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Cox on the tackle. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good. 4A.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Two now on 1st down. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st and 10.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
In punt formation.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Cousins on 1st down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We're seeing quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And an Austin 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, Cousins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hunter Henry with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Complete to Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Now Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That's good.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
50-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
It's like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Seibert on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Down and 10 at their own 22.
And returning to the field here, Hunter Henry. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far as we see here on your screen.
They may have to drop coverages they haven't run so far. They have to create something on the fly because he's beaten everything. And when you watch this game unfold, you keep thinking to yourself, is it 2 men, 3 men, maybe even a 4th guy may have to go and account for him. But right now, he's shredding the defense.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards. In on the stop that time, Terrell Basham.
25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Diggs on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
It's on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the 27.
Now Cousins. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21, Blues 7.
Tua now on first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Tua to throw again. And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And able to find Kirk complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
The 47-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Cousins now. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
Austin's first down.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Cousins to throw it.
He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Draw play, Cousins to Cook.
When an offense reads blitz, Doesn't matter where it's coming from. Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
On the tackle. A gain of 7. First down.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Blues 14.
So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
On the carry.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
From the gun, it's Tua. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Johnson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Kyle Fuller.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. At the 30.
And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
On the play by Kyle Fuller.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Tua going to throw. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 21 yards away. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run, Cook. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. On 2nd down and 4, Cousins. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now left side on the swing pass, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. This one caught by Ridley. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 30 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Vecchio to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length.
31, Blues 21. Giorgio Tavecchio.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. Open man is Kirk. Complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And Jones has it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's complete right around the 8. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Julio Jones once again the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To throw again on second down, Cousins, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's third down.
Cousins on 3rd and 2, and that one will fall incomplete.
Cousins.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start in the Northeast. An NFC East battle, and a good one between Philadelphia and New York. And in the second quarter, it is the Eagles who are out in front. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's been Kirk Cousins with a hot hand in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Boston's offense ready to go again. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. The throw right sideline here is complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and
from the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Landry, incomplete. He was covered by
on third down, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
from the gun. Here's Cousins. He's got it to James White. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And an Austin first down.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
22-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Opting to run again here with White.
James White.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And it's caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Trey Hendrickson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Tua. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Landry now on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. He has been on his A game. We're in the third quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
Yeah, he's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes.
49-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
they run it again with Cook. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And an Austin first down.
Cousins now. And this complete to Henry over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This complete left side to Aguilar.
Cousins pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
To throw, Cousins. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
A gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
Now Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Cousins pass.
Jarvis Landry there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2.
Now Tua.
3rd and 3.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
48-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Tua to throw again. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Johnson. That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Tua setting up shop to throw again. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. On 2nd down now. It's Cook, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. Like they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Boston's offense ready to go again. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago. So they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Jarvis Landry, incomplete. He was covered by
on 2nd down, Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The offense on 3rd down, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. I'll tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Here's Drew Kaiser now, standing just about on his own goal line. Yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
2nd and 14. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 7 catches for him now in this last one. A first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Johnson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Austin's offense ready to go again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down, Austin.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now White. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. This is White on the screen. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Under pressure, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Now Landry. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
It's a gain of 6.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
On the carry. Fumble on the
wow,
play.
that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. And an Austin first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Michael Brocker is in on the stop. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Austin.
They run again on first down. Cook. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. They'll run with White. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense. What's the deal, y'all?
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run, Cook. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll run with Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On second down, it's Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Tavecchio on for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Austin, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.